Brush it, my friend. Yeah, amazingly, you could look to the tropics for some of those answers. Our Jen Carfagno and winter weather expert Tom Nizzle explained how earlier today.
There's a lot of recent research that's been done on these recurving Westpac typhoons into the higher latitudes and the effects and the impacts that it has downstream across the United States.
It's crazy to think something tropical in nature could actually make it cold in the U.S., but it can, and it's interesting to see how it can play out. Not that it's going to necessarily, but to think about how it could work.
Absolutely, and in a very simple sense, when we have a rope or the jet stream here, and we introduce energy into that rope,
like something as strong as a almost super typhoon.
Then we will move that energy downstream. It puts huge undulations in the jet stream, and we end up with those types of conditions. And so here is what typically happens. So the tropical cyclone recurvature works its way northward into the high latitudes, and that August through November time frame is the time frame that we really see this. A lot of the energy from the system will amplify the jet stream. It first amplifies the jet, that leads to cyclogenesis downstream and the eventual building of a ridge along the west coast of North America. And what do you get when you get that big ridge oftentimes?
It's like the seesaw. When you go up somewhere, you're going to go down somewhere else, and often sets up over the eastern U.S.
Yes, and now we are days and days out. We're looking at the end of next week for this, but we've had a lot of conflicting model runs here because you're so far out in time, and we're dealing with such a feature that is so far out on the Pacific.
Well, it's the whole butterfly flaps its wings now. What's going to happen, 10 days from now? Well, a lot will change. There's a lot in the atmosphere that still could happen.
Getting all deep on us, Carfagno. Butterfly flaps its wings. We're going to talk about something we do know is happening, has already happened, which is we went from warm to cold to warm again.
Yeah, it's the typical temperature whiplash, weather whiplash this time of year. St. Louis, for example, early last week we were 81, and then last weekend we were high temperature 56 here in St. Louis, and today we're in the 80s, tomorrow in the 80s. So it's kind of the up, down, up thing.
It is, and of course we exaggerated the scale to make it look as big as we could. And look at this, these arrows hold for Philly.
Yeah, check that out, huh? 76 that same day that St. Louis was in the 80s. Then we were cold this past weekend, and kaboom, we're back up. So you can't put the summer stuff away yet. You can't keep the winter stuff out yet. It's layers.
Fall is great for fashion, though. You can wear whatever you want. You during the summer in Atlanta, I'm thinking all about the light fabrics. Fall is a good time of year for fashion. Look at this. If we went back to weather school, so to speak, warm front here.
Yeah.
And then you want to draw the cold front?
Okay, I'll draw the cold front, which is right in here.
See, it's classic. So you got warm sector. All that warm air in the middle of it, and really pretty much everyone get in on it. And warm this time of the year is 70, some 80s. Little Rock is 85, but most of us really comfortable.
Right. So that's now. Here's high pressure right here, so you can see the winds coming out of the southwest warming things up.
It's like you knew that graphic here was coming, and that's all that happens. You just ridge things out. We had a really deep trough before, that's why we got the colder air. We ridge back out. We get this high to slide offshore, and now the winds are out of the south-southwest.
Right, and the Gulf is wide open too, so potential for heavier rain.
Most times of the year, winds off the Gulf are going to keep you relatively warm, even as you get towards the winter. Hence why places like New Orleans stay pretty warm. So going forward, not a whole lot changes. We stay in the warm sector.
You want to draw the warm front?
Well, now it's moving.
Oh, it's moving.
So I don't have that kind of scale.
Yeah, so we're still mild. Cincinnati all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. It looks great. And the winds are a lot lighter at the Florida beaches, too.
And sunny in the southeast. We'll be right back.
I love you. Love you, too.
Wait a minute. Dad. We need to do this.
Letting go. It's a little easier when you've saved for college with State Farm.
Had a headache, but now I don't. Excedrin is fast.
In fact, for some, relief starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin, now available in gel tabs.
We love to shop. Yes. Burlington is always the first stop. I second that.
They have brands that you would not expect. I'm all about a good jacket.
Nice. You need those. Awesome. Shopping together is all about having fun.
Stop! Put down the phone! Were you considering a reverse mortgage to get cash now? Reverse mortgages might appear to be a quick solution, but do you really want to listen to a TV actor about mortgaging your home? Reverse mortgage is really just a fancy term for a loan. There is a better way. The Annuity Action Network has solutions for you. If you have an annuity or receive payments from an insurance company, you can get the cash you need now. Learn how to accelerate your payments. You can choose which payments or parts of payments to accelerate. This means you are in control of your money and how to get it when you want it. Call today. Find a solution that's best for you and get help accelerating your payments into cash now. The Annuity Action Network will show you how. It is simple and fast. Call the Annuity Action Network today at 800-939-8760. We have the answers. No loans, no mortgages, no debt, just cash now. Call 800-939-8760 right now. Don't wait.
I've always been protective of my little sister.
Little, hardly.
But when she got cancer, she was the strong one.
I just did my homework.
She learned while she needed chemo.
It could weaken my immune system.
But then you found out about Neulasta.
Right.
Neulasta helps reduce infection risk by boosting your white blood cell count, which strengthens your immune system. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to Neulasta or Neupogen. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal, as well as serious lung problems and allergic reactions have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
Ellie's strong, but she still needs help.
Yeah, I do.
Ask your doctor about Neulasta.
A Weather Channel special primetime event. An American crisis.
Our land started falling away.
Unfolding before our eyes.
Definitely impacting what's going on now on the planet.
It's a sad thing.
Dave Malkoff investigates Alaska, state of emergency. Tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 70 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low, 45. Winds light and variable. Thursday, abundant sunshine. High, 73. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a few clouds. Slight chance of a shower through the evening. Low, 50. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Closed captioning brought to you by Eggland's Best Eggs.
There's only one egg that just tastes better, with more vitamins and 25% less saturated fat. Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Where are we? When are we?
We're descending toward Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
Exactly at that moment right now, 4:29, and they did a couple of things there that may or may not have happened. They predicted that the Cubs would win the World Series, which is looking unlikely at the moment.
Right, but they're still in it.
This is still a chance. They had self-lacing shoes. I guess we could probably do that, but there's no need. And then they had hoverboards.
And hoverboards.
Hoverboards, which Lexus made a version of it, but they kind of cheated. It had to be over a magnet surface. And so a little bit behind. By the way, the Weather Channel actually had a cameo in Back to the Future Part 2. Ah, look at it. See, there we are.
Yeah,
now,
there
our
we
logo
are.
now is actually a lot cooler. And Dave, you look great in that top right picture.
In the top right,
yeah,
you like that?
You really improved your game in 2015.
Thank you. Well, I was hot. I had to strip down a little bit.
That would happen? All right, let's go to the lab now and check in. We have some docs out there, not necessarily the DeLorean type, though.
What do you think, Dr. Forbes?
Well, we definitely have not seen Marty McFly out here, but I've been peeking off to my left at a Dallas tower cam that's in one of the other monitors, and there's some kind of insect buzzing around that, so maybe he's come back in another form.
Reincarnated. Like I said, where is it? Oh, there he is. Ah.
There's the McFly.
It's, oh, I see what you did there. Oh, this is like a Tom Nizzle joke.
Yeah, you know, maybe they were flying. Maybe the DeLoreans and Patricia, they are flying that storm. I don't know. Jeez.
This is what happens when the Weather Channel makes jokes, right?
Yeah.
This is, I didn't even realize we were in that movie, though. Did you know that, Larry? Because I know you're a big fan.
Oh, yeah, I knew that we were in the movie, for sure. Yeah.
Well, Lisa correctly predicted we'd still be around. That's something, right?
Yeah, that is something. There's another weather reference in that movie. Let's have a look at this.
All right.
First, you've got to get out and change clothes.
Right now, it's pouring rain.
Wait 5 more seconds. Right on the tick. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Too bad the post office isn't as efficient as the weather service.
Now, we have actually attempted that, right? Because there's a real-time weather alert on our app, which kind of tries to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that... Gentlemen, is it...
Even Dr. Forbes can't give you a forecast that good.
Yeah.
Can you, Dr. Forbes?
But, you know, we do have a severe weather threat today,
Yes.
2015, October 21st. So let's get back into the lab. Dr. Greg Forbes.
Well, and you know, if he was looking at El Paso, Texas, there's some rain coming right into there right now, and it could, in fact, have some hail with it. A severe thunderstorm warning for there. That El Paso is included in an area that has a severe thunderstorm watch, meaning conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms. Parts of New Mexico as well. Mostly hail up to 1.5 inches in diameter and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here and there. Part of the reason why, it's this same upper low that's been around for a few days. That's a cold pocket aloft. The pocket centered, you can see the spin there over southeast to Arizona, but it's out in its east flanks there where the temperatures are warmest. This area here, can you see the white clouds in there? Fog, some of that, in fact, so that's holding down the temperature. So it's this area from Roswell west down to El Paso that's the most unstable, and maybe a little bit farther east in Texas as we go into the evening. Surface winds coming in, moist air into that southeast New Mexico and west Texas area, but there's a little bit of cloud there, as I mentioned, holding down the instability. Winds aloft more from the southwest. So some of these thunderstorms have enough turning the winds with height to develop some rotation, become supercells with big hail. Storms today are forming in multiple rounds. One round already gave some golf ball size hail in New Mexico. It has weakened as it's gone up north and west of the Amarillo area. Here's what's left of that storm up toward the Dumas area right now. Small hail, burst of heavy rain coming in, maybe some strong gusts, not severe warned. Down to the southwest, though, there has been up to 2 inches of hail, 2-inch diameter hail fell in the Las Cruces area. That storm has moved out, but more storms are filling in, so there's a flash flood warning because of the possibility of repeated rounds of storms there. There's what's left of that storm up in Doña Ana and Sierra counties with still the severe warning. It seems to have weakened. Here, though, down to the south and west, there's the first storm coming into El Paso. Severe warning for that one for Doña Ana and El Paso counties. Hail, damaging winds a possibility, but even bigger storms on the horizon there down over Mexico. Look at the white core in that one. May come down out of the mountains. If so, if it holds together, it's about 40 minutes or so away from coming into El Paso from the south and west. So be prepared. The first storm right now may not be the biggest one. So spotty severe thunderstorms, parts of West Texas and southern New Mexico with hail damaging winds, relatively low, but not totally zero chance of a tornado. Here's one computer's rendition how this is all going to evolve. It says it's going to get even more widespread in terms of the coverage of storms overnight. Here's sunrise, big line of storms from the Oklahoma Panhandle down into West Texas. And then as we head beyond that, some of those storms keep going toward Dallas as we head into tomorrow afternoon, and some other storms continue into central Texas. So keeping that in mind, I have central and west Texas up into maybe parts of western Oklahoma and western Kansas tomorrow for that severe weather thunderstorm threat. And there's a lot of heavy rain with this as well. Here's Dave to talk about that.
Thank you, Dr. Forbes. And that's the good news. That's the silver lining, is that there's rain on the way in addition to the threat of flooding and severe weather. Check this out. This is our icon for drought. Dry color, right? cracked earth, wilting plants. Well, look at this. In Austin and Dallas, we haven't had any measurable rain for that many days in a row, including today, which takes us back officially to summer, since we haven't had any drops of rain. Waco and Houston, over 3 weeks since we haven't had rain. And there's a drought going on here, except for Houston. But the further northwest you go, dry. Well, the showers are now finally starting to break out in the Edwards Plateau. Up here in the Panhandle, Amarillo had some thunderstorms overnight. We're going to have some more overnight tonight, and they are going to head across Texas and Oklahoma, as Dr. Forbes just mentioned, with also the threat of severe weather. But the rain on the dry ground means we're going, and heavy rain on the dry ground means we're going to have flash flooding. Much needed rain, yes, but it comes at a cost, so just keep that in mind. 8 to 12 inches is our expectation now between now and Sunday for this area, from about Fort Smith all the way back to Dallas and say Fort Stockton, and then some lighter amounts down into Louisiana and Mississippi. But this storm is moving eastward, so there'll be more where that came from, especially the southern parts of those states early next week. From dry to wet, that's where we're going. Keith, over to you.
All right, thanks, Dave. Tonight on the Weather Channel, a special report about an American crisis unfolding right now. The warming Arctic Ocean threatens the very existence of many people. Our Dave Malkoff traveled to the last frontier and found that Alaska is in real trouble.
Now, big experience, big change. An unprecedented look.
It's a sad thing.
At an American emergency.
There was never a debate.
The winters are not as cold or as long.
Happening right here.
What's going on now on the planet?
Why are these people about to lose their homes?
That's how we survive in the Arctic.
Copy, thanks for the info, Brett.
What has lit more wildfires than ever before?
A lot of different weather patterns that I've noticed.
How are these homes sinking into the ground?
Right now, we're about 70 feet below the surface.
We go underground and above. Alaska, state of emergency.
Don't miss this special report tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, only here on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 70 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low, 45. Winds light and variable. Thursday, abundant sunshine. High 73. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a few clouds. Slight chance of a shower through the evening. Low 50. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Today we're getting record snowfall.
Radars indicate there's been flooding throughout the area.
We're getting hail the size of golf balls.
Maglite. Turn your light on, America.
The all-new Fiat 500X crossover. It has 70 standard and available safety features, available all-wheel drive, and a few dangerous curves.
I love you.
Love you too.
1 minute.
Dad.
We need to do this.
Letting go. It's a little easier when you've saved for college with State Farm.
Ancestry has come out with a new version. It literally lays out somebody's life, and then it pulls in historical facts, and then you can add that to your family story. It makes them all seem like real people.
Let me talk to you about retirement. A 401k is the most sound way to go. Let's talk asset allocation. Sure.
You seem knowledgeable, professional.
Would you trust me as your financial advisor?
I would.
I would indeed. Well, let's be clear here. I'm actually a DJ.
No way.
I have no financial experience at all.
That really is you.
If they're not a CFP pro, you just don't know. Find a certified financial planner professional who's thoroughly vetted at letsmakeaplan.org. CFP, work with the highest standard.
If I want to go up,
Hello.
if I want to go down, but then if I want to come back again, it's perfect.
My favorite part is to be able to lift your legs up a little bit, and it feels like I'm just cradled.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
At Carmex, we've been soothing dry, chapped lips for almost 80 years with hard-working products that provide relief and put a smile back on your face. Like our latest innovation, Carmex Cold Sore Treatment, recently voted Product of the Year. It works inside and out to block pain and itch on contact, while it smooths and fills for a less visible cold sore. Make cold sore symptoms a thing of the past with Carmex Cold Sore Treatment. And for dry, chapped lips, try Carmex Lip Balms, perfected over generations. Visit mycarmex.com for savings offers.
If you're on Medicare, remember, the open enrollment period is here. The time to choose your Medicare coverage begins October 15th and ends December 7th. So call to enroll in a plan that could give you the benefits and stability you're looking for. An AARP Medicare Complete plan insured through United Healthcare. What makes it complete? It can combine Medicare Parts A and B, which is your hospital and doctor coverage, with Part D prescription drug coverage and more, all in one simple plan. For a low monthly premium, or in some areas, no plan premium at all. An AARP Medicare Complete plan offers you benefits like an annual physical, preventive screenings, and most immunizations all for a $0 copay. You'll also have access to a local network of doctors and much more. When you enroll in an AARP Medicare Complete plan insured through United Healthcare, your benefits could also include routine vision and hearing coverage. And with the Pharmacy Saver program, you can get prescriptions for as little as $1.50 at your local pharmacy in retail locations like these. Or pay $0 for a 90-day supply of your Tier 1 and Tier 2 drugs delivered right to your door. Now is the time to look at your options. Start getting the benefits of an AARP Medicare Complete plan insured through United Healthcare. We've been helping Medicare beneficiaries for over 30 years. We'll connect you with the right people, help schedule your appointments, and new this year, you can earn rewards for making healthy choices with Renew by United Healthcare. Remember, Medicare open enrollment ends December 7th. Call United Healthcare today about an AARP Medicare Complete plan. You can even enroll right over the phone or visit us online. Don't wait. Call now.
This is Weather Center Live, and look at this. A lightning bolt striking near a plane as it made its way over Sydney, Australia on Tuesday. Now, this stunning video was captured by a storm chaser in that area. Maybe a little bit too close for comfort, huh? You think the lightning to this aircraft, but passenger aircrafts are built to withstand lightning strikes, even if this were a direct hit.
Yeah, only if you're in first class, though. I don't know if you knew that. Otherwise, Coach,
that makes sense,
Coach, you're on your own. No, you know what? It might surprise you that one of the best places to be during a lightning storm may actually be in a plane. Meteorologist
Chris Warren recently visited the Boeing test facility in Seattle to find out why.
Imagine this while you're in this. We know lightning can be deadly when you're on the ground, but what about an airplane? To find out, we went to the experts.
This is the Boeing Company Lightning Lab. It's a high voltage test chamber and a high current test chamber to do lightning effects on aircraft and aircraft parts.
Lightning's scary enough, but for people flying an airplane, you see lightning out the window.
Right.
Should people be scared when they see that?
Not when you're in an airplane, because the plane is designed to handle any kind of attachments to its exterior surface. The exterior surface is like a Faraday cage. All the charge will stay on the outside. It becomes a part of the channel, and current flows right through it.
To demonstrate this, they will strike this airplane model with a bolt of lightning from their own Marks generator.
When we use this high voltage generator, we mimic what the lightning attachment is going to look like on an aircraft in flight. Whether it's on the nose, the wingtips, the tail, that's what we're going to look for. So we're ready, lights are ready, and we're charging.
It's go time?
Okay. Go time.
just saw the test and the plane looks fine. Looks like the same as when we came in.
That's right, because this is an initial attachment test. It's a high voltage test. We do a high current test to assess the damage. That's in the other room. This is a representation of a piece of aircraft skin. This is our output probe, similar to what we had in the other room, only here, instead of using 2 megavolts, we use about 50 to 60 kilovolts, but we get 200,000 amps out of it.
Already charged 50.
And here's the result. So what that arc did is it penetrated through the paint to the metal layer and discharged about 200,000 amps into that panel.
It didn't go through though, right?
No, on a panel of this equivalent thickness on the airplane, it would not go through.
It wouldn't go through. And as far as nature goes, how would you compare that strike to what you'd find in nature?
That is the highest strike that you would normally see in any aircraft lifetime. From a lightning attachment such as this, you would expect to be able to turn around and fly right back.
Well, it's just another thing that you just don't worry about it. Don't worry about if the plane gets hit by lightning, right?
That's right.
I'm meteorologist Chris Warren, the Weather Channel.
Hey, thanks a lot, Chris. That was very interesting. Glad to know that planes are built to withstand the lightning and spread that out over the cover of the plane. Hey, speaking of Boeing, you know, they got a big facility just south of Seattle. On your way to SeaTac Airport, you'll see it. And we've got sunshine out here today. Temperatures rising into the 60s. Lovely. Still some fog hanging around in the valleys, the river valleys here of Oregon. It's burning off slowly, so-called burning off. Speaking of fog, look at all this valley fog in Montana and Idaho. As the sun comes out, the temperature warms up, the relative humidity goes down, and the moisture becomes invisible. It's still in the air, you just can't see it until tonight when the temperature goes down. Hey, we're headed to Chicago. We've got some high thin clouds in here now, but notice this, these are showers. Now, we ended up the game with some rain yesterday at Wrigley Field. We may start the game with some rain at Wrigley Field. Probably not enough to delay the game, however. Temperatures nice and mild, wow. And then we'll see clearing and a weak cold front move across the area here tomorrow. Now, the big rains are going to be taking place in the southern plains. Big rains, even some snow in Colorado. That's the storm to watch as we head toward the weekend. Chicago gets in on rain on Friday, maybe Saturday. Saturday looks good on the East Coast, but Sunday there'll be a chance of showers. That's pretty much the big storm. Also some heavy rain along the Gulf Coast Monday and Tuesday. Checking tropics next.
Deals are made over bacon. Global trade runs on eggs. We've got breakfast for everybody. Paleo people, we got sausage and bacon. Vegan, I don't know what that is, but we got a lot of fresh fruit. You call yourself a glutenarian? Hey, we've got cereal, bagels, toast, everything you can handle. We're insane in the grain. Oh, hey, pancakes, huh? I feel you on that.
I get all his flea and heartworm medication,
his allergy medication, his digestive medication.
At 1-800-PET-MEDS, we have all the same medications you can get from your vet, but for much less.
the shipping is free and very, very fast.
Call or visit 1-800-PETMEDS.com today.
Available now on the Weather Channel on demand. For millions of years, weather has shaped our world. But weather also created.
What is that?
Something else.
This weather adds to an incredible biodiversity. Do not move.
Find new episodes of Natural Born Monsters in your on-demand menu before they air Mondays at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 70 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low, 45. Winds light and variable. Thursday, abundance. Thursday night, a few clouds. Slight chance of a shower through the evening. Low, 50. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Why are all these people so asleep? yet I'm so awake.
Did you know your brain has two systems? One helps keep you awake. The other helps you sleep. Science suggests when you have insomnia, the wake system in your brain may be too strong and your neurotransmitters remain too active as you try to sleep, which could be leading to your insomnia.
Oh, maybe that's what's preventing me from getting the sleep I need.
Talk to your doctor about ways to manage your insomnia.
We're an all-weather family. We have 7 people that need coats. Burlington's the obvious choice. It has trends for everybody's tastes.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Am I the cool mom now? Ooh, great price.
The bigger, more advanced, and more capable Fiat 500X crossover with available all-wheel drive. Well-rounded has never looked so sharp. Lease a 500X for only $179 a month for 39 months and get up to 34 mpg highway.
When unexpected bills become too much, reach out to Rise. With cash in your account as soon as tomorrow, letting you get back to what matters most. Visit risecredit.com today.
Attention women. If you have a transvaginal mesh implant and had surgery to repair or remove the mesh, you may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you have a transvaginal mesh implant, call the Goldwater Law Firm. Over $2 billion have been set aside to pay claims. This may be your last chance to get a settlement. Call now before it's too late.
To see if you qualify for an out-of-court settlement, call 1-800-371-5151. That's 1-800-371-5151.
As the host of a popular home improvement show, I know a lot about finding a great contractor for home repairs and improvement projects. Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your project to top local service professionals.
We didn't have to do any work other than say what we needed.
Just 1, 2, 3, I found my guy and everything was smooth.
And it's always free to use.
We've had nothing but fabulous every single time. Go to HomeAdvisor.com now to get started on your...
Welcome to Scaresville. Looking to find a job that doesn't suck the life out of you? Well, stir up a new career. There's no magic potion needed here. It's as easy as a walk in the park. There's no turning back from getting a great job. SouthernWestVirginiaJobs.com. Local jobs for local creatures.
More TiVo here. More TiVo there. More giggles. More frights. More Netflix nights. More free HD. More HBO ASAP. More together. See what you want to see on any screen, anytime. With Suddenlink. More power to you.
The savings are too big to miss.
Very intense right now.
Oh my God.
That's blacked out. This is so cool.
All right, welcome back to Weather Center Live here with Michael Lowry. Time for your tropical update, and we're starting in the Pacific because it's been very active.
It has, and we have one here, Patricia. Tropical storm for now. It's expected to strengthen the next few days. This is the latest information just in from the Hurricane Center. 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and you can kind of see the semblance.
It's coming together a bit.
Yeah, and we'll show you a closer picture of it, but you can kind of see that the center of this really now forming, well-formed. West of 16 miles per hour. It's going to hang along the coast for a little bit and then eventually curl back up toward Mexico. But it's going to get, I think, potentially a lot stronger than what it is right now. You can see that appearance really now beginning to look like a tropical system. Beautiful outflow, the upper levels on this one, very favorable. And the water temperatures, Keith, we were talking about this earlier in the show, is how warm things still are in the tropics. It's October. I know the fronts are coming through, and you start to, pull out your overcoats, and you think hurricane season's over with. Not so much, especially as you get closer to the equator.
Upper 80s. Interesting, a couple of things. One, that the computer models agreed it's going to strengthen. And, in all the uncertainty we often have in the Atlantic, they're all honed in on this turn here, which is not nearly as unusual on this side of the United States.
Yeah, we've had some tricky forecasts this year, like you said, especially on the Atlantic side, but even in the Pacific side, in the Central Pacific, the forecasts haven't been all that great. But yeah, for Manzanillo, this isn't a good story when you see all of those lines in one place and the forecast track taking it in as a 100-mile-per-hour hurricane. could be even stronger than that. So the longer this sits over the water, the less, it's not a good story. And then the moisture, we were talking about this too, is how that mid and high level moisture actually going to work into the Texas story and help to aid in the rainfall there latter part of the week into the weekend.
So right outcome for the models, wrong reason. They had pointed to maybe a lot of rain along the Gulf Coast with something in the Gulf.
Yeah.
There's something there, but it's really a lot of it coming from this system. And before it gets there, Mexico is just getting slammed.
Well, and we knew, guys, going into this week, there was going to be a lot of upward motion here. There was going to be a lot of convection, a lot of storminess, and that's what we've had. We just didn't know whether or not we would eke something out here in the Gulf of Mexico. The models are still showing some low area of low pressure early part of next week from the remnants of this, but don't think it's going to be a tropical thing, and even then it's very weak.
It looks kind of like a little baby low.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's troughiness there that gave us some of this.
And there's a heck of a lot of wind shear here in the Atlantic Ocean. So
I feel like I've heard that this season.
Yeah.
You know, last season was, I'm watching this dust off the coast of Africa. That's all that happened. This year it felt like there was more activity in the Atlantic Basin, but the shear was tremendous. And you're right, this shear in the Gulf of Mexico has been there and will be there for another couple weeks.
Well, when I lived in Florida, we always said once that first cold front got all the way down through the Florida Peninsula, it sort of shuts things down in terms of getting an impact in the U.S. Doesn't mean that you can't, in any given week, have the doors open just for a brief moment and get something up there, but that's kind of the case right now is the shear is just the overwhelming story. Otherwise, we have Olaf here that set a lot of records in the Central Pacific Ocean. It was the closest to the equator that we've seen a tropical system of this strength, especially in the Central Pacific. And it also is the latest in the season that we've had a hurricane pass into the Central Pacific Ocean. Just a lot of warmth out there in the waters.
And you know, a lot of people say, oh, it's El Nino. Well, the El Nino is much farther south than this, but there is sea surface temperatures here anomalously warm all the way in through Hawaii.
Yeah, it's in part due to El Nino, but like you said, there's just a lot of warmth north of the equator. The El Nino really focused on the equatorial waters of the Pacific Ocean. This is going to stay to the east of Hawaii. Maybe some swell getting close to them, but for the most part, this is a non-story for land areas, which is a good thing.
We can live with that.
And when you look at the number of storms that we've had in the northern Pacific Ocean, or sorry, the northern hemisphere this year, these are all the category 4 and 5 storms. These are basically our strongest storms. We've had 21, which is a new record, going back in the record books, probably 50 plus years. And the big story has been really the Pacific and the number of western Pacific typhoons that we've had.
So this speaks to the idea of extreme weather, right? It's in your backyard. If you talk to people on the East Coast, they're going to say this is another quiet hurricane tropical season, but just not the case globally.
Well, and get rid of that shear, Keith, and it would have been a different story.
Yeah, I know. That shear has been very, very strong throughout the season. Michael Lowry, thank you very much. We'll be right back after the break to talk about flooding in the South.
Currently in our area, 70 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low, 45. Winds light and variable. Thursday, abundant sunshine. High 73. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a few clouds. Slight chance of a shower through the evening. Low 50. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
night the road plays games. It runs away and hides. It looks back and mocks us as it twists, turns, and fades from sight. And so we simply end this game of hide and seek with strong, bright Sylvania headlights. Suddenly the road child behaves. It stops its hiding and running, and it simply lays down before us, so we can easily find it. Sylvania Silver Star Ultra, for everything ahead of you.
Motorcycle. Great race or great rides.
You can't always be there to protect her down the road. Make sure the tires she's riding on will. With the revolutionary Michelin Premier tire, even when half worn, it's still safe, thanks to Evergrip technology. The Michelin Premier tire, safe when new, safe when worn.
Gentlemen, it's the end of an era. At our last buy one, get three free sale ever. Buy one suit or sport coat, get three free. This offer will soon be history, so don't miss out. Only at Joseph A. Bank.
The all-new Fiat 500X crossover. It has 70 standard and available safety features, available all-wheel drive, and a few dangerous curves.
A Weather Channel special primetime event. An American crisis.
Our land started falling away.
Unfolding before our eyes.
Definitely impacting what's going on now on the planet.
It's a sad thing.
Dave Malkoff investigates. Alaska, state of emergency. Tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 70 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low, 45. Winds light and variable. Thursday, abundant sunshine. High 73. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a few clouds. Slight chance of a shower through the evening. Low 50. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Weekdays on AMHQ.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here.
Let's talk about that.
Let's lift the base of this.
You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
Andrew, Rita, Sandy. Meet Chris, Jackie, Joe. Minor damage or major disaster. When you need us most, we're there. State Farm. We're a force of nature, too.
Make a wish!
Who wants cake?
She does.
Get your flu shot at Rite Aid today, because your coworkers didn't.
Lowe's presents How to Be a Good Listener.
This new pedestal sink just screams elegance.
It also whispers, Dan, you're a genius because you got this guy to install it for you.
Now get a Kohler Elliston pedestal sink, faucet, and toilet for only $387 when you buy the suite.
I'm severe weather expert Dr. Greg Forbes with a severe weather update. We have severe thunderstorms now blasting El Paso, Texas. There's been hail and there's flooding that's going on. Earlier, Las Cruces, New Mexico had hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So it's a stormy day in parts of New Mexico and Texas. We have severe thunderstorm watches for some of this area, including El Paso and Roswell. Mainly this is for hail that's up to 1.5 inches in diameter, but then we also have the possibility of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts along with that. Here's the situation. We have an upper low that is over areas just to the east of Phoenix. That's the cold pocket aloft. You can see even a little bit of a counterclockwise spin there. You see a lot of storms then coming out of Mexico, pushing up into New Mexico, as well as some storms that are firing in Texas. What you also see is that there's this area of clouds here near and south of Roswell. That's a little bit more foggy, stabilized air, and so the real warm air is where you see the black all the way to the ground. The ground is being heated from southern New Mexico over into that West Texas area where the watch has been issued. Surface winds coming off the Gulf of Mexico, bringing in moisture from the south and east, while at the same time the winds aloft are more from the south and west. So there is enough turning of the winds with height for some of these storms to be rotating, what we call supercell thunderstorms, and those have strong, long-lasting updrafts that can produce that big hail threat. Most of the storms right now are in this second round of storms. One warning way up to the north of Amarillo. That was the first round of storms that gave golf ball size hail in New Mexico this morning. Most of the warnings are down with that next cluster. We'll take a look at this one. It's up in parts of Sherman County in Texas, well to the north now, Dumas. You can see how the lavender core is intensified, so this will be a hail threat. But most of the storms are down in areas from Las Cruces down and a little northeast of there, down to the El Paso area. So Las Cruces, Doña Ana County there. You have flash flood warnings. Then off to the east, parts of Doña Ana, El Paso, and Otero counties now with severe thunderstorm warnings, as well as off to the north and east of there near Alamogordo, Otero County with a severe thunderstorm warning. You can see a pretty well-defined storm there. Could be a little damaging winds in this and some big hail heading toward the area just north and west of Alamogordo. Then down to El Paso, we have a severe thunderstorm that is moving pretty slowly across the area here. And so there are severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for El Paso County. And that is as well as a flash flood warning. We're getting reports, as I mentioned, of flooding and severe weather, some hail that is falling. Take a look here. That's not going to be the last of it either. Looking at the storm that's been up near Las Cruces, that is putting an outflow boundary that goes south and east, and the boundary goes all the way down into Mexico. It's merged with a storm there that is coming in probably with hail and damaging winds coming out of the mountains of Mexico. And that has slowed down a little bit, but it's probably going to come into the areas west and northwest of El Paso within about 45 minutes or so from now, with possibly damaging gusts and a chance of some hail there, of course, lightning and heavy rain as well. So we're getting these patches of storms here and there, anywhere from southern, east central parts of New Mexico over into western and southwest parts of Texas, with the chance of heavy rain, even and maybe a severe storm, even continuing the overnight hours. Here's one computer rendition of how that may all work. From where we are now to where we could be at, say, 5 a.m. around sunrise, a big line of storms pushing out of New Mexico into West Texas, and then continuing maybe all the way over to near Oklahoma City and Dallas as we head into the afternoon hours. So tomorrow could be another stormy day, maybe a lot of that a little bit farther east than where it is today, over to Dallas and San Antonio, maybe some additional round all the way back to Amarillo and Lubbock and Fort Stockton areas. And then as we head into Friday, yet again, an area all the way from Dallas to San Antonio and some of these same Texas and Oklahoma areas. So with repeated rounds of these severe thunderstorms with their intense rainfall rates, this is an area by Sunday that could actually get some places 6 to 12 inches of heavy rain and flooding. So be on the lookout for all of that. And we'll be right back.
Look at you, saving money on your Medicare Part D prescriptions. At Walgreens, we call that Carpe Med Diem. That's almost Latin for seize the day to get more out of life and Medicare Part D. From $1 copays on select plans to now reward points on all prescriptions, Walgreens has you covered. So drop by and seize the savings. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
You drop 40 grand on a new set of wheels, then wham, a minivan T-bones you. Guess what? Your insurance company will only give you $37,000 to replace it. Depreciation, they claim. How can my car depreciate before its first oil change, you ask? Maybe the better question is, why do you have that insurance company?
With Liberty Mutual New Car Replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
The bigger, more advanced, and more capable Fiat 500X crossover with available all-wheel drive. Well-rounded has never looked so sharp. Lease a 500X for only $179 a month for 39 months and get up to 34 mpg highway.
Freshen up your fall look with a new suit. For 4 days only, select suits are only $179.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on even more fashionable fall favorites. Men's Warehouse. Follow your style.
Hey, I'm here on the red carpet where our next arrival is. Whoa! Toenail fungus!
Fight it with Jublia. Jublia is a prescription medicine used to treat toenail fungus. Use Jublia as instructed by your doctor.
Are you getting this?
Most common side effects include ingrown toenail, application site redness, itching, swelling, burning or stinging, blisters, and pain.
Oh, epic moves, Big J!
Fight it!
Getting ready for your close-up? Ask your doctor if Jublia is right for you.
Visit our website for savings on larger size.
A Weather Channel special primetime event. An American crisis.
Our land started falling away.
Unfolding before our eyes.
Definitely impacting what's going on now on the planet.
It's a sad thing.
Dave Malkoff investigates. Alaska, state.
We've been distracted. We've been focused on apps and hashtags and posts, anything but our friends. But today, we have this pizza. We get back in the moment and delight in the crispness of thin crust, slices of mozzarella, savory basil pesto, and the wholeness of cherry tomatoes. And in having a conversation with our voices in person. Today, we breathe life back into life. New Bon Appetit Pizza. Life is delicious.
Call the number on your screen or go to toughblade.com now.
Very intense right now.
Oh my God. That's blacked out.
This is so cool.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low, 45. Winds light and variable. Thursday, abundant sunshine. High, 73. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a few clouds. Slight chance of a shower through the evening. Low, 50. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Hey everybody, fall is in the air, so it's the perfect time for a road trip.
That's right, Paul and yours truly hitting the road for the It's Amazing Out There Fall Tour.
We're going to check out the New England area, see some of the great colors of fall and more.
Starts Friday. See you then.
All right, don't miss our coverage this weekend. We'll kick it off 6 a.m. on Friday, and they got a nice time to be up there, peak fall.
Yeah, maybe some valley fog, you know, to start off, the beautiful colors. You know, the noticeably warmer air in the east today, south of that front, like Hartford and Poughkeepsie is up near 80 this afternoon. Well, we've got storms in the southwest to go along with that. But when is winter coming back, including snow like we saw this past weekend?
Well, amazingly, you can look to the tropics for some answers. Our Jen Carfagno and winter weather expert Tom Nizzle explained how earlier today.
There's a lot of recent research that's been done on these recurving Westpac typhoons into the higher latitudes and the effects and the impacts that it has downstream across the United States.
It's crazy to think something tropical in nature could actually make it cold in the U.S., but it can. And it's interesting to see how it can play out. Not that it's going to necessarily, but to think about how it could work.
Absolutely. And in a very simple sense, when we have a rope or the jet stream here, and we introduce energy into that rope.
Like something as strong as a, almost super typhoon.
Then we will move that energy downstream. It puts huge undulations in the jet stream, and we end up with those types of conditions. And so here is what typically happens. So the tropical cyclone recurvature works its way northward into the high latitudes, and that August through November time frame is the time frame that we really see this. A lot of the energy from the system will amplify the jet stream. It first amplifies the jet. That leads to cyclogenesis downstream and the eventual building of a ridge along the west coast of North America. And what do you get when you get that big ridge oftentimes?
It's like the seesaw. When you go up somewhere, you're going to go down somewhere else, and often sets up over the eastern U.S.
Yes, and now we are days and days out. We're looking at the end of next week for this, but we've had a lot of conflicting model runs here because you're so far out in time, and we're dealing with such a feature that is so far out on the Pacific.
Well, it's the whole butterfly flaps its wings now. What's going to happen, 10 days from now? Well, a lot will change. There's a lot in the atmosphere that still could happen.
What happens when you flap your wings? Not much, huh?
No, maybe, I don't know what.
Only if you're in Japan does it work. Let's show you some of this warmth. We've had a real seesaw. They just talked about that.
Yeah.
Warm, then cold, then warm. And, you expect this in fall, but some of these pretty drastic.
Yeah, October the 12th, 9 days ago, we were 81 degrees in St. Louis. Then the cold front blows through, and highs are in the 50s, lows around 40. And now we're back. We're in the 80s today, too.
Business.
Yeah.
83 degrees our forecast. And then similar situation in Philadelphia. Same deal, 53 for a high temperature there at the coldest point. Back up to the mid-70s, which is perfect, in my opinion.
There you go. 76ers right there. Philadelphia 76ers.
All right, let's take a look at much of the eastern seaboard now back under this. We had a really deep anomalous trough. That's what got us that cold air.
Right.
Now we're back to a little bit of a warm sector.
We are. It's like all of a sudden, no record lows this morning. No record lows yesterday morning. Look at the temperatures right now. We're 85 in St. Louis, 70s all the way up into New York City and Detroit and Chicago for the Cubs game here tonight.
Yeah?
Wow.
Except for the rain situation possible there.
Possible, yeah, early in the game. Right.
But high pressure basically, shifting to the east. We get the southwest flow, which is a warm wind direction most times of the year, almost all times of the year, and that's how we warmed back up. So going forward, Dave, we're in good shape here, southeast Carolinas.
Yeah, still cool nights in the Carolinas, run under high pressure, but high temperatures are going to be 10, 12 degrees above average. So if you like it warm for the rest of the week, you are in like Flynn.
But not hot, so that's a good thing. And in fact, I think we have, let me just go to, we got Atlanta, I think, coming up here, which has been just gorgeous here lately. I can't find a reason to complain about it at all.
You even.
That's what I'm saying. Normally it's just too hot, but look at that, 81, 78, and sunny. All right.
And we got your local on the 8s coming up.
Let your Camry show you that your driveway isn't just connected to your street, but to the ends of the earth. From coastal highways to roller coaster hills, to the street that changed music forever, and the perfect route for a getaway. It's all one road, waiting for you to take it. Discover more in a Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
We've worked pretty hard to become the world's largest independent refiner and to be America's third largest producer of renewable fuels. But we've also worked hard to be named one of Fortune's most admired companies by giving over 125,000 volunteer hours a year, donating over 1 million pounds of food to local food banks, and building homes for Habitat for Humanity. To appreciate a company's true value, you have to understand the heart of its people.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it, but the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you were covered for all this, when you're really only covered for this.
Hot dog?
Or how you may think you're covered for this, but not for this.
Oh, no, whoa.
For this, or that. Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
I haven't.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Think your heartburn pill works fast? Take the Zantac It Challenge. Zantac works in as little as 30 minutes. Nexium can take 24 hours. When heartburn strikes, take Zantac for faster relief than Nexium or your money back. Take the Zantac It Challenge.
We're an all-weather family. We have 7 people that need coats. Burlington's the obvious choice. It has trends for everybody's tastes.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Am I the cool nom now? Great price.
Lowe's presents How to Be a Good Listener.
This new pedestal sink just screams elegance.
It also whispers, Dan, you're a genius because you got this guy to install it for you.
Now get a Kohler Elliston pedestal sink, faucet, and toilet for only $387 when you buy the suite.
Defiance is in our bones. New Citrical Pearls. Delicious berries and cream. Soft, chewable, calcium plus vitamin D. Only from Citrical.
All we need to sell Strongbow Hard Cider is ice. Oh, and an award for best tasting hard cider. You're in our shot.
No, I'm not.
Strongbow.
It's Olive Garden's 20th anniversary of Never Ending Possible. So we're celebrating by offering you over 20 delicious choices starting at $9.99, like creamy new pesto Alfredo or crispy chicken Frita, plus unlimited salad and breadsticks for a limited time at Olive Garden.
I'm Mike Bettis. That's Sarah. Welcome to the set of a brand new show, Weather Underground. There'll be experts, bloggers, the smartest weather minds in the business on every screen you have 24 hours a day. Geeking out on what's happening in weather, how it happens, and why it's so freaking cool.
Weather Underground, weeknights at 6 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under sunny skies. Tonight, mostly clear, low 44, winds light and variable. Thursday, generally sunny, high 73, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, clear to partly cloudy, slight chance of a shower through the evening, low 50, winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Closed captioning brought to you by Eggland's Best Eggs.
There's only one egg that just tastes better, with more vitamins and less saturated fat. Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Let's take you back to May of this year. This was downtown Austin, Texas. Huge flooding and water rescue on Shoal Creek that runs